Hello, Vanakkam, Vandanam, Namaste. This is Aswin and welcome to the Aswin's Discourse by MBA Yoga Guru. Today I am joined with Prof. VKJ to understand about Baba movie. Why Baba movie exactly? During childhood, I watched this movie where Baba, actor Rajinikanth, were able to achieve things through some mantras, which was given by Mahavatar Babaji. And the movie is also famous for the songs actually. The specific location called Himalayas, Imayamalai. I wanted to actually explore this subject, explore this movie when I started my spiritual journey and recently watched this movie again. But during childhood, I had no questions regarding this. But today I have a lot of questions. So I am here with Prof. VKJ to ask this.
Yes.
So let's begin with the first question itself. The first question is, entire Baba movie is actually a spiritual consciousness of Rajinikanth following the lineage of Mahavatar Babaji, right?
No, there's a storyline that dharma, that means righteousness, is finally established. And the storyline of Baba, the movie, has many angles.
Yeah.
It is about rebirth. It is about, the
karma,
clarity, the karma that is holding you back.
Yes, sir.
And it is about crime does not pay. So it talks about Maya.
Yeah.
Many things.
Maya, Chaya, the song.
Yes, many things. And Rajinikanth, above all else, superstar Rajinikanth coming out with this concept. The point which I noted at that time when the movie was released was that it didn't, it was not a big hit.
Yeah.
It had a second run, a third run, because at that time people could not accept, the hero, their big hero making such silly mistakes.
Yeah.
It was like that. Anyway, coming to your question, come, let's move to that.
Whenever I watched Baba movie, right, the people around me usually make comments like he had 7 mantras which could have fulfilled all his life desires. But he chose service over self enjoyment. He made sure that the money he gained was given to the donations, not for himself. Even the last wish, which was given by his mother, saying that you should wish for yourself, he wished for something.
He made someone the CM.
Yeah.
Right.
So, there's also a scene, probably, I don't know if I will be able to attach the entire scene here, but I will add the image, where after giving the 7 mantras, Mahavatar Babaji talks to one of his students that when he uses this mantra for himself, he will lose the chance to be his disciple, and also the karma will be followed, having him to take more rebirths. So the question is simple here, sir. Why did we come to earth here? Isn't it supposed to be enjoy some materialistic life? So if we indulge in materialistic life, does that mean we have to take rebirth again and again?
See, the question what you're asking, there is something called as perception. Now, what is perception? You see, you hear, you touch, you smell, and you receive inputs from the environment.
Yeah.
And based on your memory, which also has your attitudes, you give meaning to it. So when you ask a question, what is the purpose of coming to earth? We are trying to perceive why we are here, why that person is there, why his life is best, why this person's life is worst. How come he doesn't deserve all these things, but he's enjoying those comforts? So we are always trying to perceive, and in this perceiving, we are trying to judge. We are either sensing, or we are trying to use our intuition. We are using our imagination, and in this perception, we are using our feelings on the memories, and we are judging. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, I said the word perception.
Yeah.
Now, there's another thing which we call as culture. Culture refers to one's belief system or the belief system of a group of people. That is culture. So, perception and the perceptual process that is happening with us, we are trying to perceive, getting influenced by the culture which we were exposed to and the culture which is trying to impose itself on other cultures.
Okay.
Okay. Are you with me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So now, in this question, when Mahavatar Babaji says, I have given him the mantra, It is not 7 different mantras.
It is same mantra?
There's only one mantra 7 times. You can use it. Okay. And if he uses it for his self-gain, that means for his selfishness, okay, for his own use, instead of giving it for others, there is a saying, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. That means let everyone be happy. So if he uses the mantra for others' happiness, then he is not bound by karma. He can free himself and he will join. He will come to me. He can be part of our group circle.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, what you may call as mukti or moksha, or give it whatever name you want. But even once, if he is going to use it for himself, he'll be creating a reaction which will be, karma is nothing but cause and effect. There's a cause and effect. That is what is karma. Newton's third law. Right? So if he uses the mantra for his benefit, he'll create a karma by which he is going to be bound again by birth and rebirth. So let us see what happens. So this is the thing. And your question is, why are we here? Okay, this is not just, it is the most profound or the most spiritual question asked by many disciples, many people. Why we are here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll give a mundane answer. It might sound a little bit silly. Okay. What do you think? Are we here by chance?
No,
or are we here
not
by some design?
I think we are here by design.
You are here by design. So the moment you say there is a design, there is a cause for the design and there's an effect. Some are able to find the purpose of their life, why they are there. Some who don't find a purpose, they try to find or create a purpose.
So if we are creating the purpose, we are actually losing the actual purpose here, right?
Not necessarily. If there is an actual purpose, it will manifest. If there's an actual purpose, it will manifest for what it is. So that is called as natural selection. There's a natural selection, what Darwin said, which will happen eventually. If something is born as a monkey, naturally it is bound to go to the branch and it is bound to swing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is like how you perceive. I had an interesting, very senior friend, Dr. Lal. So he says, when you perceive, see, let us say you are sitting on a nice, let's say that chair over there, that's a wooden chair. You see that wooden chair?
Yeah.
Okay, that chair you're sitting, it's a mahogany chair you're sitting. But when I perceive that mahogany chair, I can say it is a branch of a tree. So suppose I come to you, Aswin, and say, Aswin, why are you sitting on that wooden tree? Because it was a tree once.
Yeah.
So you are sitting on the branch. Are you a monkey if you say? You'll say, what is this man perceiving? You'll say, no, this is mahogany, this is a chair.
Yeah.
So for you it is a chair, but I go to the source, I will see it as a branch of a tree.
Yeah.
So how you perceive versus how you choose to perceive.
Yes, sir.
Both are not the same. Both will have different outcomes. I repeat, how you perceive versus how you choose to perceive.
But when it comes to perception, most of them could not choose it, right? Because when we see a chair, we see it as a chair. We don't usually, in normal state, we would not go to the source, right?
Yeah, you will not. So that is your choice.
It's not a choice. It's what our mind thinks.
Okay, if it is not a choice, it is by your perception, your limitation.
We could say that.
See, for example, you can hear me talk, they can hear, we can hear. But can you hear an ultrasound?
No.
Ultrasonic sound, not the ultrasonic sound. There is another sound, what do you call it, as a dog whistle. A dog whistle, we will not hear it, but the dog will hear it.
Yes, sir.
So is it by choice or by design?
It is by design.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir. So the second part of the question is, in the entire movie, one of the most common dialogue which is said by Rajinikanth is, everything is Maya. He says, actually, he has a girlfriend in this movie called, I don't recall the name of Chamundeshwari. So actually the actress is done by...
I remember that.
Monisha
You see the
Koirala.
state of, he's a youngster, young guy, he doesn't remember that.
Here, when it comes to marriage between both Manisha Koirala happens to say
That's
the responsibilities.
Actor is Manisha Koirala. Yeah.
So she comes and recalls him of his responsibilities, his duties. When Rajinikanth hears all these things, he comes home, ends the relationship there, and says that I'm repeating the Tamil dialogue there. இது மாதிரி மாமா அப்பா அம்மா உறவு எல்லா உறவுலையும் வேகிறத விட ஒரு மனுஷன் கட்டையில் வெந்துட்டு போயிடலாம். Is it like running away from responsibilities instead of saying rather
No.
it is Maya?
No. That scene, that particular scene, if you play it or show the still, it is called as Atma Vichara, self-enquiry. And in that self-enquiry, he is not able to see the full truth, but what comes to him is dispassion. Or that statement which he makes is what we say is vairagya. Or it is not moha, but the opposite of moha. So there is another term for it. Okay, it is not what we call as dvesha. Raga is what you want. Dvesha is something that you don't want.
Yeah.
There's something I don't want. That is dvesha. So it is neither dvesha or raga, but it is dispassion. Vairag.
Yeah.
Okay, you can say the closest word is vairagya. Okay.
Detachment.
So detachment. So he says, instead of this, why should I suffer? For my mother, I can suffer. But for this bit of, marital bliss or pleasure or whatever you call it, the whole life I have to sacrifice doing all that. So he says it doesn't make sense. So he says it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So what he gets over there is dispassion. Okay? It is not compassion. But a saint is compassionate. There's a difference between them. That means it is not that you are getting a hate. You need to know, since the talk came, love between a couple or this thing, there can be love, but how much love is there, they can even generate. That's why you see many couples, they'll have bitter fights. Bitter fights at 60 years, 65 years, they'll have so much of hate on each other, and they'll have, when you see that hate, know that it is one side of the coin. The other side, they had that much of love also.
Yes, sir.
But still, both of them or the concerned person has not reached compassion. It is like what happens in Maslow's need hierarchy theory.
Yeah.
Okay, you come to self-actualization, and after self-actualization, you have the concept of cosmic beauty. That means you are compassionate.
Yeah.
So you say Yadum Ure
Yavarum Keli.
That means the whole world is my family. That means all animals, all creatures, like what Vallal Peruman said. Ellarum irukattum. So this particular scene, this character Baba, he is moving towards beyond self-actualization.
Got it, sir.
So what question he puts over there and what dispassion he displays is self-esteem. His self-esteem is badly wounded because she rejects him. She says, you want to be a mazdoor. I am okay with you being a mazdoor, but our children,
they won't be.
They may not. What if? So she demeans his work. So his self-esteem, in Maslow's need hierarchy theory, if you put that, his self-esteem is hit. I'm linking spiritualism with a little bit of management, so MBA students can catch the point. So the self-esteem is shaken, and he moves into asking the question, why should I? So he's going into self-actualization, but he's not yet fully emancipated. He's not yet reached. Probably he's having a little satori. That means a sudden spark of some enlightenment, which is bound to happen sooner or later.
Yes, sir. Got it. That's actually a beautiful answer. The final question in this part is actually we are planning an episodic series of such movies which are related to spiritual enlightenment.
I think we should have a discussion on Matrix also.
Very soon we can bring it out, sir. So the next question is it necessary for a person to leave all his beliefs, his own way of living, to reach enlightenment? Because in this movie, Rajinikanth, when he receives the mantra, there are some set of rules and restrictions, like you shouldn't eat mansa, the meat, you shouldn't consume liquor, cigarettes.
All conditions,
There are a lot of conditions, right? So the person who has come to live his own life, he is being putting a restriction so that he can enjoy some certain benefits of getting the benefits of mantra, right? So is it necessary to attain the same level of spiritual enlightenment without following all these?
See, It's like this.
Hmm.
I'll give an analogy. Let's take martial arts.
Yeah.
So you have karate, in that you have got different, then you have kung fu, you have judo, karma, then you have your kalari.
Huh.
There are so many. So when you go to a particular school of thought, you want to excel in that, so you follow their rules. So if there's a school of thought which says no non-veg, no liquor, you follow it. There is another school which is the tantric, certain tantric, they have meat also.
Yes.
They have that. So whatever you choose, the style, but whatever style you choose, you need to reach the maximum. You need to reach a point where there is no need for any further growth. We say that is the final emancipation.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
the final enlightenment. So when it comes to that point of final enlightenment, all types of martial arts will merge. That means, let us say there is a warrior.
Yes, sir.
And he is invincible, which means, let's hypothesize. Let's take a warrior like Hanuman, or you take a warrior like Bahubali. Okay, who knows that? So let's say a Kalari warrior, or a Karate warrior, a Kung Fu warrior, or a Bruce Lee is trying to fight with that person.
Yes,
will he win? He will not win, because here the person has merged. He has gone to a higher level. So there is a movie, Tamil movie, you see Bodhidharma.
Yes, sir.
He is a Pallava prince from south who went to China and established the Shaolin temple.
Yeah.
So subsequently another person who is a good fighter also comes. But will he be a match for Bodhidharma?
No.
No. Why? But
He
the
has
school
found
is
the
the
source.
same. But Bodhidharma is someone who has gone beyond. That means he has gone into the source.
Yes, sir. He has become the source.
Okay. So if you take, there are people who go that far. If you take Ravana, Ravana is so powerful. You cannot defeat him.
Yeah.
But then he is defeated by a human, a Nara, who's a Prince Ram. How? So you need to understand. Can you repeat your question very briefly, the last one which you said?
Is it necessary to follow all these rules?
So is it necessary to follow all these rules? Yes. When you are in a particular school, it's necessary to follow those rules. But once you go beyond,
It's not necessary.
it is not necessary. Which means to say you should not kill. Killing is a sin. But in Mahabharata, the war, Krishna says that is your dharma now. So you kill. Whether you kill or not, these people are going to be finished sooner or later. So you do your dharma.
Duty, yeah.
So at one place, killing is a sin. On the battlefield, it is not a sin.
It becomes the dharma.
It becomes a dharma.
Okay.
So it is like what I said, the culture. I said about two words at the beginning of this discussion, perception and culture. So what is a culture in one group or one unit may not be that belief when you go elsewhere. Now your question is, should I follow this?
Yeah.
Yes, initially you need to follow till you reach a point where you are able to see the Swadharma Palan. That means you are able to see all dharmas.
Okay.
Which means for a great master like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he saw Christianity, he saw Islam and he saw Hinduism with the same eye.
Equality.
So for Paramahamsa, if you go and say, for him, all the three were the same.
Samanata.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, but on the way, on the journey, you follow. So when you cycle, you use the rules of cycling. When you're in train, you follow the rules of train. When you're flying in the flight, you can't open the window. You don't.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's about it. But then if you can fly like Superman,
yeah, people would follow it.
that's it. So we can't. So I don't get ideas, kids should not get any ideas. Human beings, we are not like birds. We cannot fly.
Yes, sir. Except you have some siddhis.
Yes. So, yes, you have to follow those. You have to follow the rules.
So, the next question that mostly comes into the mind of audiences itself is there any other thing which they don't have to follow any rules? They can be themselves, but still get the enlightenment or connection with the God. What would it be?
Meditation. Pure meditation. Where there are no rules.
Yes, sir.
Just being yourself, like going into your source.
Got it.
Establishing yourself.
So it's all about, if you want to follow some rituals, follow some culture, follow some
Just a
school
small
of thought.
clarification. There are many styles of meditation. And many of these styles, each style has got different ways of approaching the meditation.
Yes, sir.
So what is this? This professor said there are no rules. I'm talking about the ultimateness in meditation, which is discovering yourself. Like in the Hanuman podcast, we said, no?
Yeah.
You don't have to move into egoless state. You discover that you are already
In the state.
egoless.
Yeah.
So that is where meditation merges with meditation. It is like rain beating the rain, leaves falling upon one another. Rain beats the rain.
Beautiful.
These are sayings taken from the Tower of Physics, Frigid Capra's book.
So that's it, sir.
Yes.
So I have got
One more point I'll add. That secret, one knows not, one understands not, one does, there the eye does not see, ear does not hear, but everything is known. So one knows not, understands not, how one can teach it. It is not possible.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
For me to talk about the ocean, you'll say oceans are so big.
So you should have understood the
so
ocean.
big. But for someone who is in Jupiter's proportion, or someone who is in the proportion of a solar system, the seas or the ocean and the earth, how big is it for them?
Very small.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
கற்றது கைமண்ணளவு கல்லாதது உலகளவு. That is Avayar saying. That means what we know, what we perceive, what we have as culture and what we perceive is something like a handful.
Actually,
What is not known is oceanic.
Actually, this is very relatable because the movie starts with this line itself. கட்டுறது கையளவு கல்லாதது கடல் அளவு.
Honestly, I had no intention of that, but you see it links up.
Yes, sir.
You'll see that many things will start linking up, and what I speak will start linking up with your life directly. Many of you.
Beautiful, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.